Hey folks, we're in Denver where the snow is coming down, as you can see, and we're flying the FSLabs A320 in Frontier Airlines colors from Denver to Salt Lake City. Time en route should be just under an hour, and passenger boarding and baggage loading have completed already. Let's go ahead and get our IFR clearance from Denver clearance here on PilotEdge. Denver clearance, good evening. Frontier Flight 573 with Quebec IFR to Salt Lake City.
Frontier Flight 573, Denver clearance, clear to Salt Lake City Airport, foot 5 departure, Kremlin transition, then is filed to climb via the SID, squawk 6202.
Clear to Salt Lake City with a foot 5 departure, Kremlin transition, then is filed, climb via the SID, squawk 6202, Frontier Flight 573.
Frontier Flight 573, read back, correct.
Okay, let's go ahead and do our departure brief here. Are you ready for the departure brief?
Ready.
Okay, this is going to be a standard left seat takeoff with takeoff flaps config 1+F and flex temp 5-6 degrees. Engine anti-ice is going to be on for the takeoff. It's snowing. V1, V2, VR all are 137, and Denver ATIS information Quebec is current, and we're going to try and get 3-4 right for departure. Route of taxi is going to quite likely be via Alpha Sierra, Golf, or Foxtrot to hold short of 3-4 right at Foxtrot 1. And during the departure off of 3-4 right, for any malfunctions before V1, such as engine failure, fire, loss of control, or aircraft unsafe to fly, I'm going to call stop, we'll recheck the takeoff, brake, exit off the runway, AFABLE, and advise ATC. Any malfunctions after V1, we're going to continue the takeoff and treat it as an in-flight emergency. I will handle the controls and advise ATC, and you back me up with the ECAM memo action items. Pending that, we're going to be departing via the foot 5 RNAV departure. Off at 3-4 right, we're going to climb on heading 353 to 5,930 feet. Then left turn direct across Linger, at or below 10,000. Then on track 265 across Krona, at or below 11,000. Then on track 271 to Ralphie, 271 still to cross Rapids, at or above 12,000. Then on track 260 to cross Pickens, at or above 16,000. Then on track 260 to Foot, and then on to the Kremlin transition. Top altitude for the SID is going to be flight level 230. IFR clearance was to climb via the SID, and it will expect higher filed altitude for us. Our filed cruising altitude is flight level 340, 10 minutes after departure. And departure frequency is going to be 126.1. And this does require takeoff minimums, 3-4 left, 3-4 right, standard takeoff minimums, with minimum climb gradient of 400 feet per nautical mile to 5,930 feet, then 260 feet per nautical mile to 16,000. And special considerations, we do have snow falling and ice accumulating on the airframe, so we are going to get the de-icing treatment here at the gate using GSX, and we're going to have the engine anti-ice on for the departure, and then we'll get the wing anti-ice on if there's severe icing during the initial climb. And that's it for our departure brief. Any questions?
I'm good.
Before start checklist.
Cockpit prep.
Completed.
Completed. Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Signs.
On auto.
Adheres.
Nav.
Fuel quantity.
11,600 pounds.
Takeoff data.
Set.
Baro ref.
3023 set.
3023 set. Down to the line.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Thanks.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
Cabin crew, arm slides, and cross-check. Okay, and we'll go ahead and request the pushback here and the de-icing as well. Do I request the de-icing treatment? Yes. Okay, and let's go ahead and prepare the aircraft for de-icing here. Cabin pressure mode selector, we'll check it's an auto. Engine 1 and 2 bleeds off. APU bleed off. Dishing push button push. Thrust levers check idle, and we'll inform the ground crew to prepare for spraying when they arrive. Here they come, de-icing truck showing up.
Billings ground scaling for Sunbury, November is clear, runway 10 left, and we're parking over...
And let's get type 4, 75%. Aircraft prepared for spraying. Below the line. Closed.
Beacon.
On.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Parking brake.
Set.
Before start checklist complete.
Okay, the spraying has begun. Again, for Denver, of course, this is highly unrealistic. De-icing would very, very rarely, if that at all, occur at the gate. There's typically massive de-icing pads and de-icing facilities set up at Denver for this very specific purpose during the winter season. But, given the limitations of GSX, this is how we're going to play it. In order to get the full benefit of these animations of the de-icing trucks and the spraying on the wings. Okay, there we go. Okay, de-icing is completed. Upon completion of the spraying operation, let's go through the after de-icing checklist here. Dishing push button off. There we go, dishing push button off. Outflow valve, check that that is open. Okay, outflow valve appears to be open. Engine 1 and 2 bleeds on. De-icing equipment has been removed. And a couple of minutes after completion of the de-icing procedure, we'll turn on the APU bleed. Now let's do a quick edit pushback here. We'll push back to right about there. Okay, let's go ahead and release the parking brake. Move our engine mode selector to ignition/start. And let's get the APU bleed on after the de-icing, and we'll go ahead and start engine 2. Starting engine 2.
Check.
Love these Tomatoshade snow and ice accumulation effects on the windshield. It's pretty awesome. And as well on the airframe. FSLabs does one of the most masterful jobs of simulating ice accumulation and icing effects on an aircraft. Okay. Let's go ahead and set the parking brake. Looks like a good start on engine 2. Engine stabilizing. Let's go ahead and start engine 1. Starting engine 1.
Check.
Okay, we're starting engine 1. And 2 coming up.
Unlocking gear.
Frontier, of course, is a low-cost carrier in North America, based here in Denver International. And what makes their aircraft and livery interesting, of course, is that all their aircraft have a different animal on their tail. This is the A320 with the bighorn sheep. Pretty cool. Okay, EGT, fuel flow, and 1. Looks like a good start on engine 1. It's stabilized as well. Let's go ahead and move our engine mode selector back to normal. We'll turn off the APU bleed and the APU master. And ground is disconnected. We'll call for the after start checklist. After start checklist.
Anti-ice.
Engine anti-ice on.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Pitch trim.
%3 set.
Rudder trim.
0.
After start checklist complete.
Okay. And we should have left the flaps up for taxi. I'm just going to move the flaps back up. Forgot to set that option in FS2 crew, but that's fine. We'll take care of it later. Clear left side.
Clear right side. Check.
And we'll call for taxi here. Let's just make sure the ATIS is still current.
Been overcast. Temperature -3.
Still current. That's good. Denver ground, good evening. Frontier Flight 573 with Quebec, ready for taxi 34 right, please.
Flight 573, Denver ground, 34 right, taxi via Golf, Foxtrot 1.
34 right, taxi via Golf, Foxtrot 1, Frontier Flight 573, thank you. Okay, let's release the brakes, and we'll get going. Golf and Foxtrot 1. And we're going to taxi right under this famous pedestrian bridge here, over the taxiway. Pretty cool. Brake check. Brake check.
Pressure 0.
Flight controls check.
Ready. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Okay, Golf down to Foxtrot 1. Rudder.
With you. Full left. Full right. Neutral.
And as we're getting close to runway, let's go ahead and set flaps config 1+F. And our
198 Mike Echo, northbound departure cleared from the Mike Charlie Airport to the Reading Airport as filed to maintain 6,000. Departure frequency 127.4, squawk 6033, hold for release.
Let's get some of this integrated lighting on here.
Number 8 Mike Echo, reback correct device, number 1 for departure. Number 1718 Golf, contact Seattle Center 126.6. Number 1718 Golf, Seattle Center, Roger, Pangborn, altimeter 3006.
Okay, coming up on Foxtrot 1 here, let's go ahead and turn left. Before takeoff checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Flight instruments.
Checked.
Checked. Briefing.
Confirmed.
Flap setting.
Config 1 plus F.
Config 1 plus F. V1, VR, V2, flex temp.
V1 rotate and V2 at 137. Flex temp 56 degrees.
V1, 137. VR, 137. V2, 137. Flex temp 56 degrees. ATC.
Set.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff no blue.
Down to the line.
Okay, and we'll set 135.3. That's tower frequency for 34 right. And we'll confirm departure is 126.1. That's good as well. Let's go ahead and request takeoff clearance here. Denver Tower, Frontier Flight 573, short of 34 right, ready for departure.
Frontier Flight 573, Denver Tower, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff, Frontier Flight 573. Okay. Let's get the lights on.
Approach path clear.
Strobes. Below the line.
Takeoff runway.
34 right confirmed.
Confirmed. Cabin crew.
Advised.
TCAS. Cabin crew be seated.
TARA.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
PAX.
Off.
Before takeoff checklist complete. PAX are off.
Takeoff.
Check.
Start the clock.
Thrust set.
Manflex 56 SRS runway auto thrust blue.
Checked. .100 knots.
Checked.
V1, rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Okay, we're climbing into the soup here. Foggy day here in Denver with the snow. And let's start that left turn here on the foot 5 departure. Let's go ahead and engage the autopilot. And it looks like the icing detector is definitely showing some ice. Let's go ahead and turn on the wing anti-ice during the climb. Thrust climb, climb.
Checked. PAX are on.
Flap 0.
Speed checked. Flap
Frontier
0.
Flight 573, contact departure.
Contact departure, Frontier Flight 573. Denver departure, good evening, Frontier Flight 573, climbing through 8.1 on the foot 5 departure.
Frontier Flight 573, Denver departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Climb and maintain flight level 230, Frontier Flight 573. After takeoff, climb checklist.
Landing gear.
Up.
Flaps.
Retracted.
PAX.
On.
Down to the line.
Okay, we're down to the line. And you can see that icing pin in front of the windshield there. It's definitely indicating that ice is accumulating on the airframe. So it's a good thing we got the wing anti-ice on in addition to the engine anti-ice that we had on for the takeoff. And we've been instructed to climb up to flight level 230, open climb. Gonna ignore the altitude restrictions here on the SID.
Confirm seatbelts off.
Confirm.
Confirm. Clear red now.
Confirm.
Number 8, Mike Echo, NorCal approach. Time now 0407. Clearance void if not airborne by 0415. Release for departure.
Confirm copy. Active to secondary.
Confirm. Okay, and we're about the clouds here. Let's go ahead and turn off the anti-ice.
Frontier Flight 573, contact Denver Center, 133.67.
Denver Center 13367, Frontier Flight 573. Set standard.
Standard. Cross-checked. Passing flight level 185.
Denver Center, good evening. Frontier Flight 573, flight level 181, climbing 230.
Frontier Flight 573, Denver Center, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Climb and maintain flight level 340, Frontier Flight 573. Checked. Below the line.
Barrow ref.
Standard set.
Standard. Set. After takeoff, climb checklist complete.
Okay, after takeoff, climb checklist complete. Another 77 nautical miles to go to top of climb. Another 11 minutes to go to top of climb. And 330 miles to go to Salt Lake City, which should be reaching in just under 15 minutes, it looks like.
2 miles northwest.
About 48 minutes.
Sacramento altimeter 3009er.
Denver Center, Walker 169 is back with you.
Walker 169 right there.
Climbing through some potential freezing rain here. Let's go ahead and turn on the engine anti-ice. And if the icing pin shows ice, we'll then turn on the wing anti-ice as well. But, you know, that just appeared to be intermittent clouds. Let's go ahead and turn the anti-ice back off.
November 153 Mike 0, open clearance, southwest. November 153 Mike 0, clear to Chino Airport. Candle 4 departure, Lotion transition, direct Palmdale, Ziggy 7 arrival, climb via the SID, accept maintain 10,000, expect flight level 250, 10 minutes after departure, departure frequency 135.1, squawk 7155. November 153 Mike Sierra, it's Candle for departure, Lotion transition, direct to Palmdale. Let's pop up Mike Delta and then the Ziggy 7 arrival.
Cruising flight level 340, check.
November 171 Golf, Seattle approach, roger. Descend VFR to your discretion. You're cleared into the Seattle class Bravo airspace. Expect radar vectors for runway 16 right. Number 804 Golf Alpha Squawk 5532, maintain VFR. Frontier Flight 573, contact Salt Lake Center 135.77.
Salt Lake 13577, Frontier Flight 573, see ya.
Skyhawk 8 Mike Echo, contact Oakland Center 132.2.
Salt Lake Center, good evening, Frontier Flight 573, flight level 340.
Flight 573, Salt Lake City Center, roger.
Oakland Center, Cessna 198 Mike Echo is level at 6,000.
Skyhawk 198 Mike Echo, Oakland Center, Chico altimeter 3010.
3010, Mike Echo.
Frontier Flight 573, cross Spain at flight level 190.
Cross Spain at flight level 190, Frontier Flight 573.
Number 18 Golf, roger. Continue on your present heading, contact.
Okay, cross Spain at flight level 190 on the arrival. Okay, time to top a descent. About 10 minutes and another 76 nautical miles to go. And it looks like the winds are out of the southeast at Salt Lake City, so they're going to be landing on the 16s quite likely. Let's go ahead and do our approach briefing here. You have control.
I have control.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Ready.
Okay, the weather at Salt Lake City, winds out of the southeast, 120 at 5 knots, visibility 10 statute miles, ceiling's broken at 10,000 feet, temperature 04, dew point 03, and altimeter is 3005. Okay, Meeker transition, Racer, Maiton, Thistle, Spain. We've been instructed to cross Spain at flight level 190, landing south at Salt Lake City. Spain on to Leahy. Leahy to Fairfield at 17,000. Drive at 15,000. Pitt at 11,000. Magny at 11,000. Quippa, then on to Roy, and then we'll deploy at Roy in a heading of 344 and expect radar vectors. And so we're going to be landing flaps full today, auto brake setting of low. And once we land on 16 left, we're going to try and exit on Hotel 7 or Hotel 5. We can't make Hotel 7 and taxi to Gate Golf 2 via Hotel. And that's it for our approach brief. Any questions?
No questions.
I have control.
You have control.
Okay, approach brief completed. Another 32 miles to go to our top of descent. We're going to cross Spain at flight level 190. All is looking good here.
We're 153 Mike Sierra, north out of departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 190.
Okay, let's go ahead and initiate our descent here. Manage descent mode to cross Spain at flight level 190.
Motor 503 up Mike, contact departure. November 503 Alpha Mike, saddle departure, radar contact, turn right, heading 290. Number 3 Alpha Mike, climb and maintain 6,000. November 3 Alpha Mike, clear direct Amity. Frontier Flight 573, contact correction, Salt Lake approach 128.1.
Salt Lake approach 128.1, Frontier Flight 573.
Oakland Center, Mooney 152 Mike 0, 11,000 for flight level 190.
For 153 Mike 0, Oakland Center, climb and maintain flight level 250.
Flight level 250 for Mike 0.
Okay, 128.1. Salt Lake approach Frontier Flight 573, flight level 241, descending 190.
Frontier Flight 573, Salt Lake, approach rider. Altimeter 3005, advise you have Juliet. Expect visual approach, runway 16 right, descend via Lehigh 5 arrival.
Altimeter 3005, expect 16 right, descend via the Lehigh 5 arrival, Frontier Flight 573.
Frontier Flight 573, roger, advise when you have Juliet.
We'll advise Juliet, Frontier Flight 573. Okay, visual 16 right. And we've been cleared to descend via the Lehigh 5. All the way down 11,000. Relatively nice day below the clouds here in the Salt Lake City area. Okay, transition. Altimeter 3005. 3005 set.
3006 set, passing 17,500.
Salt Lake approach, Frontier Flight 573 has Juliet.
Frontier Flight 573, roger.
Now.
Checked. Approach checklist.
Briefing.
Confirmed.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Seatbelts.
On.
Aero ref.
3005 set.
3006 set. Minimum.
Just be advised there is
0 feet set.
up here.
0 feet set. Engine mode selected.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
Okay, crossing drive at 15,000.
Flight 573, airport 1 o'clock and 17 miles, report in sight.
Frontier Flight 573 is looking.
For 198 Mike Echo, advise you have information Sierra for Reading Airport, expect visual approach runway 16. Number 8 Mike Echo, roger. 8 Mike Echo, roger, verify clear direct Garza. Frontier Flight 573, descend and maintain 7,000.
Descend and maintain 7,000, Frontier Flight 573, and we've got the field in sight.
Flight 573, cleared visual approach, runway 16 right.
Cleared visual approach, runway 16 right, Frontier Flight 573. Okay, there's the field. We're going to fly right base to 16 right. This, of course, is PacSim's Salt Lake City scenery. It's pretty awesome. Nice photoreal scenery coverage for the surrounding mountains here in Salt Lake City as well. Really nice. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Okay, through 10,000, landing lights are on. Let's turn to right base now. Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Flight 573, contact Salt Lake City Tower 132.65.
Salt Lake City Tower 132.65, Frontier Flight 573.
Walker 169, contact Denver Tower 133.3.
133.3, Walker 169.
Walker 169, Denver Tower, runway 35 left, clear to land.
Okay, 13265.
169 next.
Okay, let's take it off autopilot, fly it in manually from this point, gear down. Gear down. Gear down.
Gear down.
Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Radio altimeter alive.
Flight director soft bird on. Salt Lake City Tower, Frontier Flight 573. 5 mile final, runway 16 right.
Frontier Flight 573, Salt Lake Tower, runway 16 right, clear to land.
16 right, clear to land, Frontier Flight 573. Flaps full.
2000.
Speed checked. Flaps full. Cabin crew, be seated for landing.
Landing checklist.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Auto brake.
Low.
ECAM memo.
Landing no blue.
Landing checklist complete.
Visual. Landing. It's a little high, but we'll get back on glide path.
Sync rate.
Disregard.
$1,000.
200.
Number 503 Alpha Mike, contact Seattle Center 126.6.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
Walker 169, exit left 1, able taxi via Mike to the ramp, maintenance frequency.
Reverse green, decel.
Left 1 able Mike to the ramp, this frequency, Walker Air 169, have a good night.
Okay.
$70 knots.
Number 503 Alpha Mike, Seattle Center, Roger, Orca Island, altimeter 3012, expect visual approach. Flight 573, exit left 1, able taxi via Bravo and Echo to the ramp, remain this frequency.
Bravo Echo to the ramp, remain this frequency, Frontier Flight 573, thank you. Okay, Bravo Echo to the ramp.
On behalf of your flight crew and Frontier Airlines, welcome. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened and all your carry-on stowed. The aisle's clear until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. Be careful when opening overhead bins as items tend to shift during flight. Give me no turn off game or airplane mode on your. They are available to you at your seat. And as you're checking that seat back pocket for your personal items, if you would do us a favor and place any trash that you find there on your seat, result in the aircraft ready for its next departure. Customer service agents will be
After landing checklist.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Spoilers.
Disarmed.
APU.
Start.
Radar.
Off.
Predictive wind shear system.
Off.
After landing checklist complete.
Okay. After landing checklist complete. And we'll do the replays at the end of the video after we've taxied into the ramp and shut down. And we're going to aim for the Gulf gates. Okay, here's Echo. Okay, there we are. Those are our gates up ahead. And I think we're looking for Alpha 4. That should work just great. These gates have been renumbered in the real world compared to where PacSim has them today. Okay, let's do Alpha 4. Just follow me now, and Frontier. Taxi light off. Okay, first hash mark appears to be the one we want to use, A320. There we go. And we're going to leave our marshaller hanging. Okay, APU bleed is on. Let's go ahead and shut down. And we'll turn off the seat belts and turn off the beacon light. That should activate JSX, hopefully. There we go.
Maintain VFR, radar service terminated. Have a good night.
Parking checklist.
APU bleed.
On.
Engines.
Off.
Seatbelts.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Nav logo on.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking brake and shocks.
Off and in.
Parking checklist complete.
Okay, parking checklist complete. Welcome to beautiful Salt Lake City, Utah. This is a really nice scenery from PacSim, with the photoreal textures on the mountains there in the distance, and the Salt Lake City downtown area over there. Really nice. Okay folks, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you like this content, be sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll leave you now with a few ChasePlane replays of that landing. Thank you again for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.